So President Biden originally said if your compromise plan is the only bill that comes to his desk, quote, I'm not signing it. But then yesterday he issued a lengthy statement saying he supports the deal, and it was certainly not his intent to issue the veto threat.
Well, I do take the president at his word. The president's other agenda was never linked to the infrastructure effort.
It was a surprise, to say the least, that those two got linked. And I'm glad they've now been delinked, and it's very clear that we can move forward with a bipartisan bill.
I am totally confident the president will sign it if it comes to his desk. The real challenge is whether the Democrats can get their act together and get it on his desk.
I think we'll get good support from both sides of the aisle. And I think we'll get far more than 60 votes in the end to get this through the Senate. When we do a reconciliation package, depending on what that package looks like, it certainly could have some additional environmental parts to it.
But that doesn't mean that the president should be limited by Republicans, particularly when we have a House majority, we have 50 Democratic senators, and we have the White House.
Are you sure progressives are going to support your bipartisan bill if they don't get a guarantee on something bigger also passing?
Well, John, I sure hope so. I hope they just look at the bill. We have two tracks, and that's exactly what I believe is going to happen.
If we can pull this off, I think Mitch will favor it. Now, he didn't like the president throwing the wrench in there, saying, listen, the two are tied together. That's not what we were told. And so, of course, that caused a little bit of a, let's think about this. But I think Mitch McConnell wants infrastructure as much as anyone else.
If he gets the infrastructure bill, he is going to sign the infrastructure bill. No ifs, ands, or buts, no conditions.
This president has had a strategy since the beginning. Rescue plan, jobs plan, family plan. And we expect to do exactly with the jobs plan what we did with the rescue plan, and we'll do the same with the families plan. We're going to sign all three because the country needs them.
But no conditions, one on the other.
Well, we don't have to talk about conditions. We can talk about how important the families plan and the jobs plan are, and we plan to pass them just like we did the rescue plan. People keep underestimating us, and we keep delivering.